What makes something truly alive? Is it growth, reproduction, metabolism, or something much deeper? Welcome to the living world. So, what exactly makes an organism living? Living organisms show growth, with an increase in their size and development. They also reproduce. Living organisms do much more than grow and reproduce. Inside every living organism, countless chemical reactions continuously occur. Together, these chemical reactions. Another defining feature of living organisms is consciousness. Living organisms can sense their surroundings and respond to changes in the environment. This ability to sense. Every living organism is made up of one or more cells. Some organisms consist of a single cell, while others are made of many organized cells.
The cell is the basic structural and functional unit of life. In multicellular organisms, cells work together in an organized manner. This organization allows life to function efficiently. Growth is a permanent and irreversible increase in the size of an organism. In plants, growth continues throughout their life. In animals, growth generally stops after they reach maturity. At the cellular level, growth occurs through an increase in cell number or cell size. Cell division increases cell number, while cell enlargement increases cell size.
Reproduction is another important characteristic of living organisms. Living organisms reproduce either sexually or asexually. But reproduction is not a defining property of every living organism. For example, mules and worker bees do not reproduce, so reproduction alone cannot define life. Metabolism is a defining feature of all living organisms. All living organisms perform thousands of metabolic reactions.
Metabolic reactions can also occur outside a living organism. But such isolated reactions alone do not make the system living. All living organisms are able to sense their surroundings and respond to them. The ability to sense and respond is a defining property of living organisms. Humans are aware of themselves, which is called self-consciousness. This self-awareness is a remarkable feature of human beings. The living world shows an enormous diversity of organisms. This vast diversity makes identification and classification essential. With such enormous diversity, identifying organisms becomes essential. Scientists use their observable characteristics to identify organisms. Different regions may use different common names for the same organism. To avoid this confusion, organisms are given scientific names. The process of assigning scientific called nomenclature.
Carolus Linnaeus developed the system of binomial nomenclature. Each scientific name consists of two parts, genus and specific epithet.
The genus name begins with a capital letter, while the specific epithet begins with a small letter. When handwritten, both parts are underlined separately. Scientific names are generally written in Latin or Latinized form. The author's name may be written after the scientific name. Taxonomic categories are different levels used to classify organisms. These categories form a hierarchy, from species to kingdom. Species is the basic unit of taxonomic classification. A species consists of closely related organisms with similar fundamental characteristics. A genus comprises a group of closely related species. For example, lion and tiger belong to the genus Panthera. A family is formed by grouping one or more related genera. For example, Panthera and Felis belong to the family Felidae. An order is formed by grouping one or more related families. Thus, an order is a higher category than family. A class is formed by grouping one or more related orders. Class is a higher taxonomic category than order. A class, in animals, related classes are grouped into a phylum. In plants, the corresponding category is called division. Kingdom is the highest taxonomic category in this hierarchy. It includes several related groups at lower taxonomic levels. Together, these. Let us understand the hierarchy using the mango plant as an example. The mango plant is classified from kingdom Plantae down to the species Mangifera indica. A herbarium is a storehouse of collected, dried, and preserved plant specimens. Herbarium specimens are properly labeled and arranged for future reference. Botanical gardens maintain living collections of identified plants for study and reference. Museums preserve specimens for study, identification, and scientific reference. Zoological parks provide opportunities to study living animals and their behavior. A key is a taxonomical aid used for identifying organisms. Life is characterized by features such as metabolism and consciousness. Taxonomical aids help scientists identify them. Next, we enter the world of biological classification.